everybody! If you guys just love cats and you just thought I want to crochet a cat that's like under 25 minutes, I actually finished this before I even went to church on Sunday morning because I wanted something to hang on my purse. So I made this cute little cat and I finished it. It'll probably take about 15 minutes for you to make, and then the sewing adds in the rest of the time. If you don't know, I have a lot of experience crocheting. It has been about a year since I started crocheting, and maybe that's why I did it so fast. If you are new to crocheting, don't expect to do it this fast. But if you are already experienced and have been doing crochet for a long time, then you will probably do this in about the same time as I did. Anyway, let's get to the materials. Okay, so that cat that I made was a matcha cat, well, supposedly, but the next cat I'm going to be making is going to be lavender. I'm using plush yarn, so if you are not using plush yarn, it will probably end up a little bit smaller than expected. Some scissors, a 4mm crochet hook. You can use whatever size you want. This is just my recommendation. And I'm going to be using sewing yarn, which is just going to be some pink for the nose and some black for the eyes and the whiskers. That is all we are going to be needing, so let's get to work. I forgot about it at the time, but we are going to be needing a stitch marker as well. Now let's get started. So take your colored yarn and do a magic ring. Go into it, and I guess this is a magic ring. We're going to be doing 6 single crochets into the magic ring. 1. Just finished making the magic ring. We're going to close that up nice and tightly. If you are using plush yarn, be careful because plush yarn breaks very easily. We're going to be doing 1 single crochet on the other side. If you are wondering what that chomping is, it is my dog. She is chewing her toy. I just hope she's not eating it. No, she's not eating it. Totally fine. Okay. 1 single crochet on the other side of the magic ring. We are going to be getting our stitch marker. Put it into the stitch that you just made, and now we are on round 2. We are going to be doing an increase round. An increase, if you didn't know, here, let me switch the camera. Okay, so this is an increase. So you do 1 single crochet, all right? 1 single crochet. And as you can see, if you follow this strand in there, if you follow this little bit of yarn in there, you can see that that's where you put your hook into last. So put your hook into there again and do it again. If you thought that way was confusing, another way to do it is to just do it in the same place that you put your hook. As you can see, there's like you can see like the tiny little stitch there. Well, if you go back into it, that makes an increase. Our increases help keep things flat instead of making them go immediately up and making an ice cream cone. If you guys would want me to make an ice cream tutorial, please tell me down below in the comments. Take off your stitch marker, 1 single crochet, put the stitch marker back in there. Next, we're going to be doing an increase first. 1 single crochet, that's totally normal, and then another increase. Do that all the way around, and I will meet you back at the little stitch marker. Next 3 rounds, we will be doing 1 single crochet, and after that, well, I'll meet up with you guys again. Hi you guys, I know it just has been a little bit since we have parted, especially since you guys are watching the video and I'm just the one filming. But now I am done with the 2 single crochet rounds. It looks like a little, I don't know, like a little saucer or something. I don't know what it is, but the next round is going to be 1 single crochet, 1 decrease. So we are going to be doing that all the way around, but if you have no idea what a decrease is, I will show you in the next clip. If y'all don't know how to decrease, then I have to teach you, because for every single amigurumi, you need a decrease, at least if you want it to end up round or an oval like this. If you can see these stitches, they're kind of different than the rest. This is me decreasing, and it's what makes, and it takes up 2 stitches at a time, so it gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it is fully patched up, and that's what makes them round and cute. And I think every single amigurumi uses this method. I'm gonna teach you a normal decrease, but an invisible decrease would be crucial. So let's just do this. For a normal decrease, go into 1 stitch, grab yarn, pull it out until it has like 2 loops, you know, totally normal. This is what we use to do single crochets. Now go into the next stitch, and this is where it takes the turn, where you grab more yarn and you take it out, and now you have 3 loops. Now you grab some yarn and pull through all 3 of them. What is going on? I just feel like when I do it slow, it just doesn't work. And as you can see, that actually did make it a little bit more curved there. As you can see, these single crochets are starting to point towards this side. Well, as we keep decreasing, it will keep on doing that, because now it is going to be going round instead of up. So it is totally normal if your stitch is doing that. Now do 1 single crochet. Now this is how you do an invisible decrease. You go into it, but instead of fully, you go into the front loop instead of the entire thing. If you haven't heard, there's something called like a front loop and a back loop. This is the back loop. This is the front loop. We'll do a decrease like the one that I just taught you, but using the front loops, and that is an invisible decrease. I know I didn't explain very well, but if you want a full video explaining step by step very slowly, be sure to comment down below, and I will be sure to make a video. Just finished our 1 single crochet, 1 decrease round. Take out the stitch marker, 1 single crochet, this looks so adorable, but this is actually a bit smaller than I expected it to come out. We're going to be doing a decrease. Okay, awesome. All the way around, and then we will finish it with some stuffing. And don't do it all the way through. Just leave like a little hole there, and then I will teach you how to shut it. But don't do it all the way, because if you do, when you make the knot, it'll end up like coming out, and that doesn't look very pretty. So I'll teach you the way where you can end it up like this and not stretched out. The clip of me closing the purple cat got deleted, and all the rest of them too, so I'm going to be doing all the details and closing it up after the decreasing round on my pink cat instead of my purple cat. But soon our purple cat looks like this. Cute. We're going to make that same thing but with our pink cat. So cut the yarn about this long, not too long, but still average. Make the knot by completely And it should look like this, or maybe your hole is a little bit bigger, but that is okay because this solution will do it. Put your hook in the stitch and get it out over here. Wrap your yarn around your hook, bring it through. Of course, it is already stuffed. After this is going to be completely closed up and there is going to be no way to get it back. So make sure you have everything on your cat ready as it should. And keep doing this until you feel like the hole is completely closed enough. You can go in on all different angles.